This is William, a wealthy and handsome billionaire, but he is currently battling lung cancer. At his home, he lives with just his maid. His relationship with his family has completely broken down. He kicked them all out, and none of them even know he is sick. On the other side, we meet a young woman named Ada. She's visibly upset and distressed. Her aunt has just kicked her out of the house. With nowhere else to go, she heads straight to her best friend, Vero. When Ada arrives, she pours out the whole story. Her aunt's husband had been seducing her. After turning him down several times, the man flips the story and tells her aunt that Ada is the one trying to seduce him. Without even asking Ada for her side, the aunt throws her out of the house. Thankfully, Vero doesn't hesitate to take her in. Meanwhile, William, known for his bad temper, is at home with his office assistant, Sandra. She hasn't finished some work she was supposed to complete, and William, clearly irritated, tells her she's not going home until it's done. At the restaurant where Vero works, one of the workers recently quit. Vero takes the opportunity to speak to her boss about Ada taking the open position. The boss agrees, telling her to bring Ada the next day. That evening, Vero shares the good news with Ada, and Ada is very happy. She accepts the offer immediately. The next morning, Vero takes Ada to the restaurant. She introduces her to the boss, who raises an eyebrow and asks, "Are you sure you can handle this job?" "I can," Ada replies confidently. "Very well, actually." Just then, a customer walks in. Ada springs into action. She brings him a beer and even opens it for him. The boss watches her and after a moment nods. "All right, you're hired." Ada and Vero exchange a happy look. Later that day, William walks into the restaurant for a meeting. At the same time, Ada is setting glasses on a nearby table. She turns and, accidentally, bumps into him, spilling beer on his clothes. "I'm so sorry, sir. Are you crazy? Or are you blind? What's wrong with you?" "It was an accident, sir." "Your brain must be damaged. I don't even know who raised such a lunatic." "That's enough. Why are you insulting my parents now?" "Oh, so you're talking back? Why shouldn't I speak? I have a mouth, don't I?" Vero rushes over just as the argument heats up. William turns to her. "Where's your boss?" She stepped out for a moment. "I regret coming here. This place is full of idiots. Get out of my face." He got out of the restaurant. Later, Vero scolds Ada for getting into it with the customer. The incident reaches their boss, who considers firing Ada. Vero pleads for her, and in the end, the boss gives Ada another chance. At home, William can't stop thinking about her. Someone actually talked back to him? No one does that. People always just follow his orders. He makes up his mind. He's going to put her in her place. The next day, William shows up at the restaurant again. The boss greets him and apologizes for what happened. "It's fine," William says flatly. Ada walks over to take his order. "You're quiet today. No insults. Give me a beer." She brings the beer and places it in front of him. "What is this?" "The beer you ordered." "Who told you to bring me beer? Are you okay? Is your entire family okay?" "Sir, you asked for it." "So I'm a liar now?" "No, but..." "Let me call your boss." "Hello, madam." "Fine, you win. You're not a liar. Now get this beer out of my face and bring me food." "What kind of food?" "Anything, just something good." Ada goes to the kitchen and returns with the food. That evening, Vero teases Ada about the interaction with William. The next day, William shows up again. "What do I want today?" he asks mockingly. "How would I know?" "I forgot you don't have a brain. Thinking must be hard for you." The insults continue. William clearly enjoys belittling Ada. This becomes routine. Ada is constantly humiliated at work. Then, one day, Ada feels unwell. She tells Vero to go in without her and explains she's too sick to work. That day, as usual, William walks into the restaurant. Vero comes to his table. "Where's your friend? Why are you serving me?" Ada stayed home. "She's sick." "Sick? Are you sure?" "Yes. She really didn't feel well this morning." Never mind then." He leaves without ordering anything. His visits have clearly become more about Ada than the food. That evening, Vero returns home to find Ada perfectly fine. Ada explains that she felt sick earlier, but is okay now. The next day, William comes back to the restaurant. Ada walks up to serve him. "So you're not sick today? Were you even sick yesterday? This is how you lazy people live, always lying just to avoid work." "Boss, just shut up. Don't you ever get tired of coming here just to insult me? Don't you have anything better to do? I'm honestly tired of your nonsense. If my aunt hadn't thrown me out, I'd never have met someone like you. But I swear, I'm starting to believe all men are trash. I've had enough." Her words cut William deep. He stands up slowly and walks toward the door. But before he can leave, Ada stops him and starts apologizing, panicked. She knows if William reports the outburst to her boss, she could lose her job. When William gets home, he can't stop thinking about what just happened. He didn't know Ada had been kicked out of her home. Maybe she's really going through a lot, and he's been making it worse. The following day, William returns to the restaurant, but this time with a completely different attitude. He apologizes to Ada. She's shocked by what she hears. From that moment, they become really close friends. They talk a lot. William even asks her about her aunt. Ada opens up. She explains that her aunt took her from the village, promising to put her through school in the city. But once they got to town, she was forced to work in the aunt's shop without payment. Her aunt claimed she was sending money back home, but Ada never saw any benefit. Later, the aunt's husband started making sexual advances toward her. After rejecting him several times, the man lied to Ada's aunt, saying she was the one trying to seduce him. Without even checking the facts, her aunt threw her out. William said, "That's terrible." They continue talking, trying to lift the mood again. Today, William tells his house help not to bother cooking dinner. He's going out. He also thanks her for being such a good worker. She's stunned. Her boss has never thanked her before. Later, William surprises Ada with a new phone. She's incredibly grateful and gives him a big hug. From that night on, they start talking more often. The next day, William invites Ada to his house for dinner. She's amazed at how luxurious the place is. They sit down to eat. During dinner, William asks if she still wants to go back to school. "No, and besides, I don't have the money anyway." William promises to pay for her education. The next morning, William wakes up feeling terrible. He's coughing violently. On his way to the bathroom, he collapses in the hallway. Ada calls him multiple times but gets no answer. Vero tells her to just go to his house and check on him. When Ada arrives, the workers tell her William isn't home. He's traveled. She's confused. Why would he leave without saying anything? Months pass, and William's condition worsens. Ada never stops calling, but he doesn't pick up. William doesn't want her to know he's sick. Meanwhile, Ada grows increasingly worried. She doesn't understand what went wrong. William decides to sell his company. He's convinced he doesn't have much time left. He's tired of taking medication and refuses to go back to the hospital. The doctors already told him his illness has no cure. The next day, Ada shows up again at his gate, but the guards refuse to let her in. They've been instructed not to. Inside, William is deep in thought. He misses Ada. And Ada. She misses him even more. She's not at peace. Days go by, and Ada realizes the excuses the guards give her don't make sense. She declares, "I'm not leaving this gate until I'm let in." The guards are flustered. They inform William's house help. The maid tells his boss that Ada is still at the gate. Hours later, William finally says, "Fine, let her in." When Ada walks in, she's shocked by what she sees. William finally opens up. He's been sick for a long time. His body is getting weaker by the day. "This can't be real. You can't keep living like this. I didn't want to trouble you. I don't want anyone around me while I'm like this." Ada can't understand why he'd push people away like that. That night, she cries bitterly. The next day, she returns and tells William she's going to be by his side, no matter what. They hug tightly. Ada starts taking care of him, cutting his hair, helping with little things. One morning, though, William wakes up coughing blood. Things are getting worse. Most of Ada's time now goes to being with him. They play games, share laughs, and try to push the dark thoughts away. Ada asks William about his family. She's noticed that no relatives ever come to visit. Does that mean they don't know you're sick? It's true, they don't know. Why not? William explains that ever since he became wealthy, he's been quick-tempered. He didn't want advice or closeness from anyone. He pushed everyone away, including his own family. And by that time, both of his parents had already passed away. Ada suggests they reach out. She believes his family deserves to know what's going on. Eventually, Ada makes arrangements, and William's aunt comes to visit. She's devastated when she learns everything. Later, as William went to rest, his aunt cries alone. Ada hugs her to offer comfort. Time goes on, and Ada stays by William's side, caring for him, doing anything she can to ease his pain. A few days later, it's William's birthday. They celebrate it quietly at the restaurant. Everyone sings happy birthday. There are hugs all around, and they start eating as music plays in the background. Suddenly, William collapses. The celebration ends immediately. They rush him home. Ada is heartbroken. William still refuses to go to the hospital. His coughing gets worse, and the blood in it becomes more frequent. One day, William calls his assistant Sandra. He asks her to record him speaking. In the recording, William says he is leaving all of his possessions, everything, in Ada's hands. That night, Ada sleeps beside William. He tells her he wants nothing but the best for her. He encourages her to go back to school, to get married someday, to start a family, and above all, to be happy. His words are heavy. After that, they fall asleep. The next morning, as always, the alarm goes off. But this time, Ada wakes up alone. William has passed away. She breaks down completely. It's a heartbreak like no other. And that's where the movie titled Last Breath ends. I'm Avance, and this is Nollywood Recapped. If you enjoyed, please subscribe for more Nigerian recaps.